About a year and a half ago, on October the 1st of 2020, I uploaded my most popular video to date titled Why Jujutsu Kaisen Will Make History. It was a video discussing the appeal of JJK, ultimately coming to the conclusion that the anime adaptation by MAPPA releasing that very same day would be the trigger to turning JJK into a behemoth of the modern anime industry. An incredibly popular franchise with an insane number of sales that everybody had at least heard about. That was the future I envisioned for JJK. And here we are now, a year and a half later, and JJK has had an increase in manga sales of nearly 900%. Movie Zero made 5.8 billion yen in 11 days, and I can confidently say without a doubt, JJK is now one of the most popular and beloved Shonen Jump titles we have ever seen. That video of mine aged well, it aged very well, and I think the time has come once again for another anime to quote unquote make history. Spy Family is the name of this anime and the topic of this video, but unlike the Jujutsu Kaisen video, I haven't read the manga for Spy Family. I want to experience this anime completely blind, which begs the question, how on earth can I be so confident in the series' success despite only knowing the contents of episode 1? Well, get comfortable and enjoy the video because this is why Spy Family will make history. Spy Family has a whopping 15 million copies in circulation as of March 21st, 2022. That is 15 million copies in just less than 3 years of serialization. Spy Family started its run in Jump Plus on March 25th, 2019, and it has a total of 9 volumes at the time of me writing this. 15 million copies from only 9 volumes with no anime adaptation is almost unheard of in the manga industry. For reference, this is what JJK was looking like statistically before it received its anime adaptation. 8.5 million copies in circulation with 13 available volumes. I remember looking at this thinking, holy shit, this is impressive, but Spy Family is performing even better than Jujutsu Kaisen did. And that isn't to say I think it will surpass JJK in terms of sales figures and popularity, because I don't. JJK is a battle-focused weekly Shonen Jump title, which automatically gives it the edge and appeals to much larger audiences than a story like Spy Family. But despite that, it has the numbers to support the title of this video. There are very few manga that are able to sell this many copies in such little time without even having a good anime adaptation. The manga-only fans supporting this series are incredibly dedicated. Above just sales figures, Spy Family also trended a #1 worldwide on Twitter in preparation for episode 1. A lot of people love this series and love Tatsuya Endo, the mangaka of Spy Family, who has been active in the industry for at least 2 decades now. He has worked on a total of 11 works, some one-shots, some serial, but all shonen stories. He is a seasoned mangaka, which kind of puts my mind at ease because experience is oftentimes the biggest thing a lot of these new shonen manga these days are lacking. Tatsuya Endo has received multiple awards for his work on Spy Family, and this anime adaptation is the first any of his works have received. Not only is his manga finally receiving an adaptation, which almost always successfully causes an exponential boost in the popularity of the respective manga it is adapting, but this is an adaptation by 2 of the most popular anime studios working in conjunction to provide this experience. Wit Studio will be working on the odd-numbered episodes, and CloverWorks will produce the even-numbered episodes. This could have some problems if there's a noticeable change in animation and overall production style, but I don't think we should be worried. These are 2 of the most popular and established studios in the entire industry, and I'm sure the people in charge over at Wit and CloverWorks are even more aware of the potential Spy Family possesses than I am. I'm not going to focus on production quality in this video because that is an entire discussion of its own, but oh my god, episode 1 was fantastic. The OST, the voice acting, the directing, the pace, the animation, everything to do with anime production was fantastically well done. Wit and CloverWorks have the capability to turn this series into something monumental, and I truly hope they succeed because based on the very little I know of the story so far, it definitely deserves it. I'm going to play a short scene from episode 1 that essentially explains the main plot of Spy Family.
さて、早速次の任務だ。 標的は国家統一党総裁ドノバン・デズモンド。東西平和を脅かす危険人物だ。君の使命は彼に近づき、その不穏な動きを探ること。そのためにまず結婚して子供をこさえろ。
はい。Our main character is a spy by the name of Twilight, and for his biggest, most important mission to date, he has to build a happy family. He needs to find a child and then enroll them into the same private school his target's son goes to and infiltrate through that tactic. He creates a whole new alias and adopts a young orphan girl named Anya. Anya is the single most adorable thing known to man. I am not kidding, she is so fucking adorable. But one thing about Anya that Twilight is unaware of is her affinity to read minds. She is a telepath, which adds this incredible layer of comedy and drama to this story. We know that Anya is a telepath and can read minds, but our main character Twilight is none the wiser. Just imagine the potential of such a narrative, a father who's a spy and his adopted daughter who can actually read his mind. Episode 1 ends with the introduction of a conflict. Twilight needs to find a wife because the school he wants to enroll Anya in requires both parents to be present at a teacher-parent interview. The wife is obviously going to be an incredibly important character and serve as one of the core components of this family dynamic. But even though I don't know anything about her and what she's going to bring to this story, I'm pretty confident it's going to be good. I'm really confident even. Episode 1 of Spy Family was so impressive in a fundamental setting the stage kind of way. It introduces the main characters, the setting, and the premise of this story so effectively that I can already tell you with confidence what kind of conflicts and plot lines we can expect to see in the future of this story. Is the fact I feel like I can predict the future of this story a bad thing? I don't think so, and I would prefer to think of it as a testament to how good episode 1 is, how well it sets the stage for the future of the story. Considering Anya's telepathy is such a massive aspect of this story, I'm expecting Twilight's wife to be a character with a lot of mysteries and internal thoughts as well. Mysteries that we, as the audience, will know and understand thanks to Anya, but Twilight will be completely ignorant to, adding even more drama and comedy to the narrative. This is a spy story that heavily explores the concept of identity. Secrets and facades drive this narrative, and we as the audience are able to understand these secrets through the innocence of a 5-year-old girl who can read minds. I haven't watched an anime like this before, especially not a shonen, and I'm saying that as someone who doesn't even know for sure what's coming in the rest of the season. I'm just certain, based on this first episode alone, that this anime will be handled with care and precision. I don't think I need to explain why Anya is so adorable and cute. I mean, just look at her and her expressions. She is so unbelievably adorable, and she is the face of this story. Sure, Twilight is the main character and his mission is the main conflict that drives the plot of the story, but Anya is what makes this story. She is what makes this family. She is what creates that sense of drama through her telepathic abilities, and she is what makes us go, "Aw, look how cute." Anya is the emotional core of this story. And one thing about Anya is that she is quite literally characterized and defined by her cuteness. Anya being incredibly adorable is one of the main points of the character. She's supposed to be wholesome and comforting, and that is one of the biggest reasons I think this series will have tremendous success. The Anya memes are already all over the place, and she has become a symbol across anime communities already. One of the words I've seen most commonly used to describe Spy Family is heartwarming, because that's what Anya does. She warms your heart, and beyond just Anya, this story definitely sets out to make people happy, to make people laugh and smile and think, "Oh, look at this adorable family." There is an abundance of humor and interactions that feel like they are straight out of a slice of life. This isn't Spy, this is Spy Family, and both the spy aspect and the family aspect are just as important as the other. That balance between the two is what makes this story so appealing, so refreshing, and why I think it's gonna be such a massive success. Every good story has some element of mystery, some element of I wanna know what the fuck this means. This is that moment for me in Spy Family episode 1.
アーニャもエスパーだってバレたら出てかなくちゃ。
アーニャ、その力のことは誰にも話してはいけないよ。
さあ、勉強の時間だよ、アーニャ。
絵描きしたい。
そんな幼稚なことはしなくていい。お前の力は世界の平和に役立てなくては。泣いてる暇なんてないぞ。遊んでないで勉強だ。
What exactly is Anya? Is she human? Was she bioengineered? Why is she called test number 007? Is that just a James Bond reference, or are there other telepaths around the world? How exactly is she capable of reading minds? Why is that sound effect used whenever she reads minds? I have so many questions just off of a single episode, and that's just questions I have regarding Anya. There is so much more I want to know about this story, this world, and that is one of the most impressive things episode 1 managed to accomplish. Every good narrative hook leaves the audience with questions and the feeling of wanting to know more, and so far Spy Family has me incredibly intrigued. I'm sure people who have seen episode 1 are feeling the same way and are waiting for episode 2 in intense anticipation. I am live reacting to the whole of Spy Family season 1 over on my Twitch at twitch.tv/owlfiji, so if you guys want to tune in and watch the anime with me, make sure you go ahead and follow. Unlike my JJK video, this one's pretty short, but the reason for that is I honestly don't know too much about this series. Like I said earlier, all I know is episode 1, but I still really wanted to make this video because I am certain the title is on the money, and it's gonna age well. Just like when JJK first dropped, it doesn't take a genius to know that this is gonna be majorly successful. Everything I discussed in this video supports that, but honestly the statistics section of the video could be enough. 15 million copies from 9 volumes is more than enough to suggest that an anime adaptation by both WIT and CloverWorks will make this series absolutely transcend in terms of success. Shout out to Tatsuya Endo because he has been making manga for a long time, and it must feel surreal to see his hard work pay off and his dreams come to fruition. Spy Family will make history in the anime industry, and I hope I convinced you of that with this video. Thank you very much for watching. Peace.